Так, ну что, продолжаю движение по сюжету, чтобы иметь возможность возвышения, ну и раскрытия контента. Оказывается, Химека, сервал, гирты — это типа по тир-листу. ABC, CB. О, гирта вообще ниже С. D, наверное, да? А это, вот это С. Жесть. Эх. Тебе тоже нужно, да? Да.
That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us. Should we...
What's going on with
What
it?
is that?
Everybody stay back! Give him this medicine! Make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
Pretty good crowd today.
Она с хвостом, что ли?
Turn it up! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Time to twirl!
You won't get away.
Так, они воскрешаются уже. Да.
This song's for...
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective. Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up? However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate. Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around? I don't have a dad. What about your mom? I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xian Show, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor. Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions. Things haven't been very peaceful in the lawful recently. Go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to. Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains, I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount. Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the law school are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patients to see. Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the dragon race. Not hard to see why.
Посланника Фусуяня. Если хочешь поесть бесплатно, так и скажи. Цинь-юань. Это в смысле? Так.
Everyone, please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm. Oh, we will be distributing a bag of protein rice and. I heard there's a problem with some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Do you have friends trapped in the delve? I want to say it's all.
Там что-то произошло. Баланс.
Hurry. Find beds for the patients from the other delves and remember to minimize contact.
Yeah. The realm keeping.
Do you mean...
Hey, Missy, does this look like a classroom to you?
That's the best.
What's that supposed to mean?
What else am I supposed to do? The route back to the
О, комиссия по алхимии. Мне нужна она для
And we're in
хо-хо.
the field. Besides, we have no record of this disease at all.
According to his medical record, this man is barely over 200 years old. He only it goes on like...
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the...
Да.
And I'm a civil. Technically speaking, every traveler aboard the Law Fu is... If the port is still open, I would suggest you take... Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a star skiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is...
Спекуляции?
fair and negotiable. What do you think?
Нет, не надо.
Very well.
Excuse me, fella. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those exalt... You don't remember? Your friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General Commission... If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Это, конечно, хорошо. Но мне пока не нужно. Дань Хэнни. Что случилось? Облачная переправа? Что это? Облачная переправа. Возможно, противники. 45 уровень. А нахрена мне она нужна? Какая ты... А это что такое? Так, подожди, это квест, что ли, или что? Я вот это... Вот это в первую очередь хочу. Чё-то если... А, куда мне надо идти, да? Ну ладно.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kid...
That's enough of that.
Так, во, вижу. Да, чего она мне сбрасывается, ёшкин кот? Найдите же дальше вас посланника. Где он?
Hurry up, Chingchua. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Chingchua.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. But anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests. I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime. Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your
Скажем так, ты
long
просто
wait.
использовала.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, look. Is that a...
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens and from it celestial bodies hung. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta's space station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than your imagination. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
Ну а почему нет? А взять то же самое дерево Игдрасиль. Ну что же было здорово? Или есть?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Need your extractor cleaned or your
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up. Please don't go running off once we're inside.
Так, подожди. Чё у нас тут? 66. Так, я все-таки и не выбил себе серебряного лука, хотел. Но не судьба.
Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to...
Внезапно.
I can do this! What are you looking at?
Time for an overhaul.
You won't get away.
У Химека классно, прикольная бонусная атака. Чем мне вот она импонирует.
Pretty good crop. Let's rock. The best is yet to come.
Это, блин, если так подбирать, это надо потом качать. Ну, пока, наверное, смысла нет. Все равно 50 уровень. У меня еще все равно фиолетовые. В этом плане. Ну, вот эти, конечно, можно как бы качать. Бонусы огненного урона. Вот хорошая вещь. Вот и электро у меня, да, стоит. Вот это есть. Ледяной. Ништяк. Вот и нет у них мнимый. И мнимый не нужен. И нужно... Либо защита, либо ХП. Либо ветреный удар. Урон. Ну, пока вот так вот. Странно, что... двух видов всего только. Получается... Не стареющий. Один вид даже. Нет, два вида.
So strange.
Oh, let me guess. The gate.
I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Так ты, получается, самое это.
Here it is.
You seem familiar.
Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again.
I knew I'd offended that diviner.
That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Jingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun.
Ой. Система подложек для нефритовых щитов разработана комиссией по ремеслам. Переместите вычислительные модули, сохраняющимися в них под программе на базы, соответствующими шаблонами, чтобы подложка могла нормально функционировать. Не понял. Ну и чё? Я не понимаю. Это я вот это верчу, правильно? Не. Сюда нажимаю, я ничего не могу. Отменить. Сбросить. Я вот тут... Да шо?
Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the... Anyone here surprised?
Here comes trouble.
Can't...
А можно мне было добежать ударить, а?
This song's for you. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Keep up! I'm gonna hold everyone back again! What are you looking at?
Ладно. Это в том? А, это типа хилка? Угу. Так.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale jade abacus.
We've heard the term jade abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A jade abacus is just a
Суперкомпьютер.
good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh. Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose.
Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Значит, сюда просто так не было добраться, значит, Кавка это специально устроила.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So general. Even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so long.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the general said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the matrix of prescience space terminals. And Jing Chui will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits...
Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
Good enough.
Это я куда меня запихают? В матрицу, что ли, пойдем? Ну, скорее всего. Ширма телепортации. На короткое расстояние создано ТТТ. Можно поворачивать и выравнивать знакомые. Ага. Ну, поехали.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane.
Опять головом? Вы гоните. Так, счетный терминал. Используемый для расчета маршрута предсказаний будущего. Переместите его макет на Землю, повторив шаблон матрицы по указанной форме и запустите базу терминала. Вот это. Вот здесь должен повторить. Так, подожди, а как мне ему управлять, ёлки? Ага. Это я типа активировал, да?
What? You just matched up those symbols.
The more complex something is,
If it's so simple, why didn't your mass...
maybe deep down she...
Я ее могу повернуть? Мне вон туда надо, да? Направо. Тут нельзя повернуть. Это что? Чинить. Собака. Подожди, мне как-то вот так. Блин, терпеть не могу вот эти головоломки. Робот.
What the heck is this?
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Xianzhou.
I feel like it needs a sign saying...
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart...
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the
Here to crash the party?
Let's rock!
Get them! Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Perhaps you still... Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Что там повышается? Да ты не трогай.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
You won't get away.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
I have something for you.
Protect me! Protect me!
А, возмездие. Подожди. Что такое возмездие? Навык либо сверхспособность.
This song's for you. Let's rock.
Ха-ха-ха.
The best is yet to come.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Подожди. Ага.
Done. Next.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the karma terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Они должны быть пересекаться. Не? Сейчас, подожди.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner. Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illumine now to interrogate Kafka. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
А я говорил?
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you... It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image of me. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Xianzhou. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the matrix of prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the matrix of prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the matrix of prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But
Божественное противостояние бога Элио и бога Нанука? Ладно.
you know, even eons can be killed.
Hey, Luocha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings.
Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Не понять? Ну да ладно.
What was that?
Laura struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think.
Сменить не могу.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's... I've only got to...
Enough.
Так, я забыл немного. А, ой, у него не могу.
Let me through.
Ты у нас кто? Ты у нас разрушение.
Nothing major.
I've no interest in conflict.
You're not going anywhere.
Fighting is meaningless.
You're the best.
Eternal the dead return!
Wanna see what I can do?
Короче, его навык и суперспособности используются вне зависимости, но
You receive divinity.
I've no interest in conflict.
от меня. О, я бью и ХП устанавливаю.
You're not going anywhere.
Вообще класс.
Miss, are you... Sorry, I didn't see... My motor is broken. Are you a Cloud Knight? Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to... I'm sorry. If I'd known...
I happen to have some medical...
Oh, it's just... She's a puppet.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious. How... Oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship. If it hadn't been for a strange accident...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to human. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the two. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the propagation fell. So, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. What do you think? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this?
If what she said is true.
Hey, did she brainwash? Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived...
Such extraordinary and...
Mr. Yang, do you mean...
Yes, the Stellaron, the cloud...
Ну да, там вон ветви не настоящие. Интриги, прямо интриги.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
You... General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group.
General, we must retain all urgency.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traitors have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything.
General,
Well?
you're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traitors have run out of patience.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express.
That massive tree has suddenly sprung to life.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Luofu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret?
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations. As such, I'm about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission Delve.
Under my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line. This is no errand, honored guests. I am merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
A step forward bridges no distance. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define. I had long anticipated.
Huh? She's not angry?
Is there... Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the Ambrosial Arbor. From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial, to make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artists. The star skiff is ready.
О, какого... Я ни хрена не понимаю, конечно, ну ладно.
101010 is the
101010. 101010.
I still have important tasks from the General to attend to.
Wait! Master Diviner, can you... No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be awesome. Are you sure? You don't...
Well said. Thank you for your...
Давай уже перейдем на следующий этап.
Huh? Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken...
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
That's it! First you arrive out of the blue, then the general recruits you to the cause. It's like the stories where Imperial heroes bring salvation to the world. Still, it doesn't look like they're rolling out the red carpet. We might be getting ahead of ourselves. The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in. But they have nowhere to run to either.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Так, мне, короче, дают только... А я не понимаю, а чё... А, вот, не. Я думал, мне только пластинки дают, и все. Ладно, продолжим в следующий раз.